Sit up nice and tall on your mats. Close your eyes. Find a little bit of softness, shoulders and jaw, neck, brow, even in the hands and the feet. Slowly begin to exhale your breath all the way out. Breathe in through your nostrils. Breathe out through your mouth. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, please stretch your arms over your head. Take a deep breath in. Bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, side out, let it go. With your eyes closed, hands together at your heart. Soften your shoulders. Press the palms together. Seal your lips. Keeping the eyes closed, focus in on the sound of your breath now. See if you can make that sound a little bit louder. As you breathe in through your nose, move the breath down the back of the throat, and it creates an audible sensation in the breath. You can hear it moving into the body. You can hear it filling up the lungs, energetically filling up the rest of the body. And the sound of air filling a tire or maybe a balloon as you breathe in. The exhale becomes a little more forceful as you exhale through the nostrils. The breath is still coming from the back of the throat as it leaves the body. But with a little more force, you're projecting the sound of the breath outward, like you're moving a loud whisper across the room. You should feel almost as though you are sighing out your breath, but with your lips sealed. This is our Ujjayi breath, this audible breathing practice. And we use this breath to help create intention and awareness in our yoga experience. So our Ujjayi breath isn't something we're just doing right now, but we'll use this breath throughout the entire practice to guide us, to help shape our intention. Take a few rounds of breath on your own, in through your nose and out through your nose, making that audible sensation more intentional, more powerful, more focused. Let's set the intention for our practice today. One of the most important tenets of the philosophy of yoga is a practice called ahimsa. And I won't go too deep into like its deep esoteric value, but on the surface, ahimsa is non-harm or non-violence, and it's a practice that it's one of the most important qualities of the 8 limbs of yoga, ahimsa. And it's a practice of course, not harming each other, but it always starts with ourselves. So in your practice, you're working on moving and breathing in a way that, yes, challenges you, but doesn't provide or give you the opportunity for harm. Maybe the stretch is violence. So working today towards playing the edge of discomfort so that you are challenged and are giving yourself the opportunity to grow, but pulling back before you reach that place of harm. There's, for the most part, in terms of growth, not a lot of value perceived in this practice of violence or harm. It's, in fact, a limiting force in our practice of growth. So working on minimizing or even diminishing, getting rid of altogether the practice of harm and enforcing, adding more value to that plane of the edge of discomfort. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. Seal your lips, blink your eyes open, come forward onto hands and knees. Let's start moving. Move banana, shake banana, moving. All right, friends. Once you're on your hands and knees, spread your fingers wide, please. Hands under shoulders, knees just in front of hips. We're gonna lean forward into the hands, lift the palms up and lower the palms down. Let's do that a few times. Lift your palms up and lower the palms down. Lean forward, lift the palms, lower the palms for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the palms down. Now we're going to come up to our fingertips. You can walk your knees in a little bit closer. I find it kind of helpful. Lean into your hands, press into your fingertips, lift up to your fingertips. Lower the palms down. Keep leaning forward as you lift up to your fingertips and lower the palms down. Lean forward and up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay on your fingertips, please. Bring your chin to your chest, cat pose into your spine. Tuck your tailbone, round into your back, press the ground away from you. Inhale, spin your inner thighs back, lift into your chest, cow pose. Drop your belly, lift your chest. You can even look up here, giving yourself a nice stretch to the front body. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone, round in. Inhale, cow pose. Spin your thighs back and lift your chest. Again, exhale and cat pose, chin to chest, round the upper back. Inhale, cow pose. Spin your thighs back, look up. Come back to a nice flat back position. Turn your palms face up, please, and point your fingers in towards each other. Wiggle your fingers and roll out your thumbs. Rock it out a little bit side to side. Side to side, rock it out. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Turn your palms face down. Point your fingers back towards your thighs. Rock forward again. Lean past your wrists. Cat pose. Round into your back, chin to your chest. Tuck your tailbone. Lean into it. Inhale, rock back. Cow pose your spine. Move your hips towards your heels until your palms lift a little bit. Keep the fingers down. Press through the palms. Lift into your chest. Good release. Lift your chest. Lift up, please. Exhale, cat pose now. Round forward, chin to chest, rock forward past your wrist. Inhale, rock back, a cow pose. Hips back, chest up, look up towards the ceiling as you inhale. Exhale, cat pose, chin to chest, press the ground away, dropping the shoulders away from the ears as you round it, puffing up the upper back as you round it. Inhale, cow pose. Sit your hips back. Again, move the shoulders down, lift your chest up, press into the palms, sit all the way back onto the tops of your feet now. Toes are untucked. The top of the ankles are pressing down. You can spread your toes a little bit and hug your inner ankles in. Then lean back and pick up your knees, one or both knees at the same time. If that's too uncomfortable for you, remember our goal is to avoid harm, to avoid pain, avoid creating even a little bit of violence towards yourself, and finding instead that play of edge of discomfort where we're often challenged to grow or even inspired to grow. Lower your knees back down to the ground and walk your hands back out in front of you. Come back to your hands and knees, please. Reach your left arm out to the left, stretch out through your fingertips. Thread your left arm underneath you and come to lie all the way down onto your left shoulder. Lower your head to the ground. Walk your right hand forward towards the top of the mat or beyond. Stretch to your left fingertips. Spin your inner thighs back. Move your hips a little bit over to your left. Tack your right hip back. Lengthen through your right side body. Big breath in. Breathe into that right side body space. And as you exhale, twist. Roll your right shoulder back. Roll your right rib cage back. Keep reaching through your left fingertips. Look up underneath your right armpit for one more breath. Bring your right hand back down right under your right shoulder, please. Keep your left arm up to the sky. Reach up, step back. Big breath in, reach forward. Step your left foot all the way to the top of the mat, please. Left foot steps forward. Place your left hand down, rock forward and lunge. Stretch through your legs, pull forward into your chest. Exhale, left leg extends, flex your toes, tap your hips back. Look down, look back. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Pull your heart forward, extend through your spine. Exhale, straight leg, flex your toes, move your hips back. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Look forward, rock forward. Exhale, straighten your front leg, flex your toes, move your hips back. This time as you rock forward, pick up your back knee, rock forward and lunge. Press to your right heel, pull forward through your chest. Keep your back knee lifted if you can, straighten your front leg. Now it's okay if you have to keep the back knee down, that's fine. You might also use something like blocks or books or soup cans to bring the ground closer to you. Inhale, lift up, look forward. Push through your hands, please, and exhale. Step your left foot back to your right foot. Downward dog. Rock forward, plank pose. Spread your fingers wide. Press the ground away from you. Listen carefully. No one's going to like this part. We're going to lower about halfway down, elbows to ribs. Hold it. Press back up, plank pose. 2 more just like that. Shift forward to your toes. Chaturanga. You can always have your knees down. Press up, plank pose. Take it slow. 1 more time. Lower halfway down. Hug your forearms in. Press up, plank pose. Lower your knees to the ground. Shift your hips back. Lower your elbows to the ground. And look forward towards the top of the mat. Rock forward, cobra pose. As you move your chest to your thumbs, your elbows will lift up to your ribs and you'll find cobra pose. Press the tops of the feet down. Your elbows should be lifted, pointing up to the sky, and your feet are stretching back, pressing down. Very good. Exhale, take it back, child's pose. Come right back up onto your hands and knees and reach your right arm out to the right, please. Thread your right arm underneath you and wrap the right arm under until your right shoulder comes down to the ground. Reach your left arm forward. Walk your left fingertips forward and a little bit over to the right. Reach through your right fingertips and roll your left shoulder back. In through your nose and out through your nose. Please breathe. Listen carefully. Make your legs active. Flex your quadriceps. Spin your inner thighs back to broaden your hips. Keep doing that. Move your hips slightly to the right and take your left hip back a little bit more. Breathe in to the left side body. Exhale and twist. Roll your left rib cage back. Look up underneath your left armpit. One more breath. Bring your left hand back down under your shoulder. Inhale, circle the right arm up. Step the right foot back. Reach the right arm forward. Exhale, step your right foot to the top of the mat. Place your right hand down inside the right ankle. Look forward, rock forward, and lunge. Stretch through your legs. Exhale, right leg extends. Flex your thigh muscle. Flex your toes. Move your hips back. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Pull forward through your jump. Good. Exhale, straighten the right leg. Flex your toes. Move your hips back. Inhale, rock forward and lunge. Exhale, right leg extends. And this time as you come forward, pick up your back knee, rock forward and lunge. Stretch through your legs, press through your feet. Keep the back knee lifted if you can, straighten the right leg. And it's okay if you have to bring the back knee down or the leg isn't all the way extended. Work instead to make the leg more active. Flex your thigh muscles, scissor thighs to hips. Lift up halfway, press out through your feet, extend through your heart. Step back, downward facing dog, please. Rock forward, plank pose. I'm gonna hold it here this time in your plank position. I'm not gonna lie, this next part will be a little bit challenging, but I think we can do it. From plank pose, please lift your left leg off the ground. Take your left knee to your left elbow, tap the arm. Extend your left leg back, hover it off the ground. Left knee to left elbow, tap the arm. Extend it back, inhale. Now listen carefully. You're gonna bend your elbows to your ribs, lower halfway down like a chaturanga. Left knee to left elbow, tap it. Stretch your left leg back. Left knee, left elbow, tap it. Stretch your left leg back, re-extend your arms. Last one, reach your right arm forward if you can. Right arm reaches forward. Left knee to left elbow, tap it. And extend it. This is as hard as it's gonna get. Left knee, left elbow, tap it. And extend it back. Place your right hand down. Place your left foot down. Lift your right leg up. Right knee, right elbow, tap it. And extend. Try to keep your glutes engaged, your core strong. Right knee, right elbow, tap. Getting this challenging core work out of the way. Hold it. Ready, lower halfway down. Bend your elbows. Keep your head up. Right knee, right elbow, tap. Extend. Right knee, right elbow, tap. And extend. Press it up. Plank pose. If you can, reach your left hand forward. You can always bring your left knee down for support. All right, here we go. Right knee, right elbow, tap. And extend. One more time, last time. Right knee, right elbow, tap. And extend. Both hands down. Lower all the way to your stomach, please. All right, nice job, everybody. Let's open the arms out nice and wide to a T shape. Roll over to your left side. Step your right foot to the ground behind you. Stretch your shoulders out. It should feel really good. Really good work, friends. So we got the core fired up. Shoulders feel strong. Let's switch sides. Roll to the right side. Step your left foot to the ground behind you. Come back onto your stomach. Place the hands next to your chest. Cobra pose. Tops of the feet press down. Bottom of the heart pulls forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take it up and down. Really good work, my friends. Lift up to your tiptoes, please, so we can hopefully take that strength that we had and help us to create a little more strength throughout the rest of our practice. Working into our core is a great way to protect ourselves from further harm in other movements. Lift up to your toes and walk your feet forward, nice and slow, tiptoe steps forward. Pushing down through the hands, walk it forward, forward, forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Extend your spine, lift up halfway. Press your hands into your shins. Push your shins back into your hands. Use that kind of torque or leverage to give you more extension in the spine. Stretch through your side body, stretch through your heart, shoulders back. Make sure you're not dangling your head, but extending forward into your heart. Good. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Push down into your feet, rise up to standing, arms to the sky. Interlace the fingers, pointer fingers extending up to the sky, side bend to your left side. Tone your thighs and squeeze your glutes. Engage your core, pull your navel back into your spine, stretch it out. Inhale, come back up. Keep that engagement, side bend to your right side. Tone your thighs, squeeze your glutes, belly back and stretch. Inhale to come back up. Cactus the arms, elbows wide, chest is lifted, open your heart. Let's go to chair pose. Inhale, move your hips back, hug your shins in, spin your thighs down, keep pulling your shins back underneath you. Then lift your chest and sit even lower, hips to the height of your knees. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, all the way in, nose to knees. Lift up halfway, please lengthen your spine. Plant the hands and step the right foot back behind you. Look forward, rock forward, lower your right knee to the ground, sweep the arms up. Release the hands down, step back, three-legged dog. Kick your left leg up to the sky, breathe in. Exhale, left knee into your chest, rock forward. Stay in plank pose. Inhale, extend your left leg out, hold it. Exhale, lower all the way down to the ground, chaturanga. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up to your toes, please. Bend your knees, look forward, lightly step or hop your feet to the top, forward fold. Inhale to lift up halfway. Extend into your spine. Press your thighs back and pull your heart forward, extending. Exhale, folding in, nose to knees. Push down, rise up, take your arms to the sky. Cactus your arms, exhale, curl it back. Shoulder blades move down the back. Lift into the chest. Keep the glutes engaged, chair pose. Shins in, thighs down. Squeeze the glutes and sit low. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lift up halfway. Plant the hands, exhale, step your left foot way back behind you. Lower your left knee down, sweep the arms forward and up. Anjaneyasana, stretch it back. Exhale, release the hands down to the ground. Kick your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Big breath in. Right knee into your chest, rock forward, round into your spine, push the ground away. Stay in plank pose, extend your right leg out. Lower all the way down, chaturanga. Both feet press down, cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. Lift up to your toes. Bend your knees, exhale, lightly step or hop forward, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold, nose to knees. Push down into your feet, rise up to standing. Inhale. Cactus the arms, exhale. Curl it back, lift into your chest. Inhale, reach the arms up, bend your knees, chair pose, sit the hips back, shins in, thighs down, get low. Keep going. Lower, 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 forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lift up halfway. Plant the hand, step your right foot way back behind you. Lower your right knee down to the ground. Inhale, reach both arms up. Big stretch, reach up, reach back with your fingertips, please. Exhale, the hands down. Pick up your right leg. Pick up your right leg, standing splits. Yeah, there you go. Right leg lifts up to the sky. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Stretch your heart forward, but keep reaching back to your right leg. Exhale, bring your right knee into your chest. Bend your right knee, bend your left knee. Curl into a little ball. Inhale, step your right foot back behind you. Very good. Exhale, take it back. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Lift up to your tiptoes. Bend your knees, look forward, lightly step or hop forward, forward, fold. Good, Madhu. Good, Cody. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold in. Rise to standing, take the arms up. Cactus the arms, exhale, shoulders down the back. Chest is lifted, heart is open. Engage the glutes, chair pose. Hug your shins in, spin your inner thighs down. Drop your hips, get really low. Get low, get low, get low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Step your left foot way back behind you, please. Lower your left knee down, sweep both arms up, Anjaneyasana, scissor thighs and stretch back. Release the hands down, exhale, standing splits. Lift your left leg up to the sky, please. Extend out through the leg, lift through your inner thigh. Inhale, lift up to your fingertips, extend your heart forward and your left leg back. Exhale, left knee into your chest, bend your right knee, bend your left knee, curl into a ball. Inhale, extend it out. Step your left foot back and lower chaturanga. Right foot steps back. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose and out through your nose a few times, please. Let's come up high to our tiptoes. Keep breathing in and out through your nose. This time our feet are going to land wider than the hands. So you can either step one foot at a time or lightly hop both feet forward and wide. Good, Sammy. Hips up and good, Daryl. Nice, Catlin. Good. Get some height. And fold. Or squat, sorry. Heels in, toes wide. Push down into your feet and start to lengthen your spine a little bit. Lift into the crown of your head, lift into your chest. See if you can get some extension in your spine here. If you're really rounded in, I'd like you to work on extending more. Push down into your feet. Squeeze your heels together. Thighs wide and chest lifted. Take a couple more breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. We're going to do this 5 times. Big breath in, lift, sit up tall. Hands down, exhale, forward fold. Pull your hips to the sky, press the ground away from you. Push into your feet. Inhale, come back down into your squat. Bend your knees, heart is lifted, extend the spine. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Lift your hips up, forward fold. And if you have blocks or props with you, you can use them. If you position yourself near the edge of a table or a chair, you can bring your hands to the chair or table, the edge of it, as a little more support. All right, inhale and squat. Maybe you're not going all the way down. Perhaps your elbows are on your thighs. And that's another great place to hold the shape. Exhale and fold. Lift your hips up and drop your gaze as best you can. Press the feet down. Inhale and squat. Either hands to heart or elbows to thighs. Exhale and fold. Lift your hips up. Look back. Let's do one more. Inhale and squat. Bend your knees. Lift into your chest. Exhale and fold. Lift your hips up and press the ground away from you. Bend your knees. Please roll your way up to standing. Come all the way up. Arms to the sky. Big stretch up to your fingertips. Let's side stretch again. Grab your left wrist, side bend to your right side. Push to your left foot. Squeeze into your glutes. Pull your navel in. Stretch it out. Inhale, come back up. Grab your right wrist, please. Lift up and over to your left side now. Push to your right. Your feet should be wide here, about as wide as your mat. And you're extending. Get that big stretch in your side body. Inhale, come back up. All right, let's squat. Everyone this time, elbows to knees. Heels in, toes out. Feet are wide as your mat. Good, Elise, take your feet much wider than your hips. Even more. Then you're gonna lift up to your tiptoes with your feet wider than your hips. So your knees and feet are wider than your hips. It's probably wider than you think. And we're gonna place the hands down on the ground here. You're up high on your toes. You're lifting your thighs up towards the ceiling. Lift your thighs up, press the ground down. Now start to lean forward into your hands a little bit. From here, step just your right foot back behind you. Very good. Lower your left heel, lower your forearms down to the ground. Lizard lunge. Inner right thigh is lifted. Keep your back leg strong. Press to your heel, pull your heart forward. Try to extend your spine as best you can. Left foot is forward, right leg is back. And if it's too low on your forearms, just stay on your hands. Remember, the goal here is to not cause harm, to not do violence upon yourself. You want to play the edge of discomfort so that you are challenged to grow. Ready? From here, press to your hands, straighten your arms, try to keep the hands where they are. Then straighten your front leg as best you can. Front leg extends. Inner right thigh presses back, and outer left hip wraps underneath you. Very good, my friend. Roll over to your right side, side plank pose. Take your left arm up to the sky. Slide your left foot to your right foot. You can always bring your right knee down for support. Push the ground away from you. Roll both shoulders back. Good, Madhu. Right shoulder back more, Madhu. And then right hip lifts up. Reach forward to your left fingertips, please. Look down at the top of the mat. You're stepping your left foot all the way forward, back to the top of the mat. Warrior 3, sweep your left arm back, lift your right leg up. Nice, my friends. Extend out through your lifted leg. Push down through your standing leg. Bring your right knee into your chest. Rise up. Take your arms up to the sky. Lift your right knee high into your chest. Extend your right leg out in front of you. Hold it. Breathe. Sweep the right leg wide to the right. We're stepping back to warrior 2. Open it up. Take your time. Heels in. Right, toes pointing forward. Left toes pointing forward. Right toes turned in, pointing forward. Heels squeeze together. Thighs draw up into the hips. It feels like you're retracting your legs back into your hips. Keep that as you expand from the center of your hips. Push out through your feet. Deepen your lunge. Stretch out through your fingertips. Open your heart. Inhale, left arm to the sky. You can straighten your left leg. Reach back. You're going to take your left armpit to your left knee. Reach your left hand forward. Bend your left knee. Left armpit to left knee. Left hand reaches out past your toes. That's in a super extended side angle pose. Reach your right arm forward now. Right arm reaches forward. Press your left knee into your left armpit. Lift your left thigh into your left rib cage. Press your right thigh back and stretch to your right side. One more breath. Maybe your left fingertips lift off the ground, reaching forward. Inhale. Exhale, place both hands down. Step back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up to the sky. Stack your left hip over your right hip. And if you want to flip it over, wild thing, you can. Ooh, or stay in down dog with your left leg lifted. Right glute engaged, reach the fingertips. You can stay in down dog or take the added wild thing. Eventually, we'll come back through our vinyasa. Both hands down. Lower, please, chaturanga. Cobra pose, inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, lift up high to your toes. See if you can land softly. Bend your knees, look forward. Feet come wider than the hands. Soft landing. Good, Jeff. Squat. Squeeze your heels in. Press your thighs apart. Inhale, lift into your chest. Exhale, hands down, forward fold. Press into your feet. Pull your butt to the ceiling. Inhale and squat. Exhale, fold. press into your feet. Inhale and squat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale and squat. Bring your thighs to your ribs. Exhale and fold. Push down into your feet. Roll your way up to standing. Take your arms up to the sky. Big breath in, reach up. Exhale. Bring your elbows to your thighs. Come back into your squat. Elbows to thighs. Lift up into your tiptoes, please. Your feet are wider than your hips. So Elise, again, take your feet. Yeah, there you go. Lift up to your tiptoes, please. Good, Sammy. Hips a little higher. And then Fatima, hips a little lower. Place your hands down. Lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. Bend your elbows a little bit. Step your left foot back behind you. Lower your forearms down to the ground, lizard lunge. Hug the midline, shins hug into the midline. Scissor thighs together, drop thighs to hips. And from there, expand out from your hips, press out through your feet, pull forward into your chest. Play the edge of discomfort till you're challenged, but avoid or please don't move into that place of pain and harm. It's a challenging edge to play, especially as we want to push ourselves and grow, as we want to find more and more what we're capable of. Practice patience and perseverance. Straighten your arms, keep your hands where they are. Straighten your front leg, do your best you can to keep the hands where they are. Roll over to your left side, side plank pose. Right foot steps to meet the left foot. Right arm goes up to the sky. Hold it, push to your left hand, spin your left bicep forward. Then lift your left hip up a little bit higher. Everybody. Good, Cody, both shoulders back. Left shoulder back too. Spin your left bicep forward. Look forward, reach your right hand forward. Without bringing your right hand down, step your right foot back to the top of the mat. Warrior 3. Sweep the arms back, lift your left leg up. Please make your legs active, flex your quads, draw thighs to hips, lift your inner left thigh, lift your outer right hip, press to your feet, stretch to your chest, extend. Left knee into your chest, stand up, arms to the sky. Keep lifting your left knee high into your chest, extend your left leg out. So you're pulling your thigh to your ribs. Thigh to your ribs. Step back, warrior 2. Pause, in through your nose, out through your nose, please breathe. Tone your thighs, squeeze your heels together. Draw thighs to hips. From the center of your hips, push down into your feet, get low. Good, Sammy, even deeper. Right thigh parallel-ish to the ground. Take your right arm up to the sky, straighten your right leg. Wrap your right hip back. Rebend into your right knee, bring your right armpit to your right kneecap. Left arm reaches forward, extended, side angle pose. Reach out through both fingertips. Good, everyone. Left inner thigh is pressing back. Lift the back of your left thigh, make your back leg strong. Now keep that, wrap your right hip underneath you more, draw your belly in, even scooping the tailbone slightly. So you're not overarching through your low back. Press through your feet, reach through your fingertips. Maybe the right arm lifts up. Release the hands down to the ground. Step back. Three-legged dog. Kick your right leg up and back. Stay here or stack your right hip over your left hip. Wild thing. Press through your feet. Lift through your hips. Reach through your fingertips. We'll meet in our vinyasa. Come back around plank pose. Lower down. Chaturanga. You always have the option of bringing your knees down or skipping. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift up to your tippiest of toes. Really try to slow it down. Bend your knees, look forward. Feet will land just wider than the hands. Press to your arms a lot. Hop it forward. Good, Joanna. Nice, Tara. Nice, Cody. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, squat. Thighs to ribs, exhale, fold. Pull your thighs into your ribs. One more, inhale and squat. Exhale, forward fold, pull your thighs into your ribs. Inhale, rise up to standing, take your arms up. Bring your elbows to your thighs, exhale, squat. Lift up to your tiptoes, breathe in. Place the hands down, make sure your feet are wide, wider than your hips. Step your right foot way back behind you. Lower your right knee down to the ground, lower your forearms down to the ground, just for a breath. Extend into your chest. Straighten your arms and straighten your legs. Should be a really long pyramid pose. Place your right hand down, rock forward a little bit, and side plank to the right side. Right foot to meet your left foot. Lift your hips up, press the ground away. Reach your right arm forward, bring your right knee into your chest, squeeze, and softly, slowly step your right foot to the top of the mat. Nice and slow, controlled. Come forward, warrior three. Float your inner left thigh up, extend forward through your heart, back to your toes. Right knee into your chest and rise. Reach your arms up, extend your right leg out. Big breath in. Right leg out to the right, step it back, warrior two. Exhale. Long lunge. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, left armpit to left knee. Reach your right arm over your head. Press your knee into your arm, lift your thigh into your ribs, and extend. Reach your left hand forward, inhale. Exhale, take it back. Three-legged dog, lift your left leg to the sky, big breath in. Tap your left hip over your right hip, wild thing. Squeeze into your right glute. You're welcome to stay in down dog, or take a child's pose, or skip it all together. We'll come back through to your vinyasa. Remember, you can skip it or modify so that you're practicing self-care and self-love, moving away from harm and violence. You're practicing ahimsa. Inhale, lift up to your toes, please. Bend your knees, look forward. And again, last time, lightly, softly, hop it forward. Good, Cindy. Nice, Jeff. Good calling. Hips up. And squats. Exhale, fold. Thighs to ribs. Inhale, squat as best you can. Exhale, fold. Thighs to ribs. Inhale, squat. Last time, stay with it, friends. Exhale and squat. Or fold, sorry. Inhale, rise up. This is our last time. Hands to your heart, elbows to your thighs. Exhale, feet are wide, squat. Inhale, lift up to your toes. Place the hands down, step your left foot back. Lower your right heel, lower your forearms down. Press through your back leg, pull forward through your chest. Straighten your arms, straighten your legs. Long pyramid pose. Rolling over to your left side, side plank pose. Step your right foot to your left foot. Open your right arm up. Press the ground away from you. Spin your left bicep forward. Draw your belly and squeeze your glutes. Now in super slow motion, right arm reaches forward. Do the best you can. Bring your right knee into your chest. Extend your right leg and slowly pull your toes forward. Press to your left hand. Lift your hips up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Warrior three. Float your left leg off the ground. Nice. So working a little bit more control and core through those transitions. Left knee into your chest. Stand up. Arms to the sky. Extend your left leg out. Keep lifting your left thigh up towards your ribs. Step your left foot wide and back. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Right arm to the sky. Deepen your lunge. Exhale, side angle pose. Right armpit to right knee. Left arm reaches forward. Press your left thigh back. Good, Elise. A little bit deeper. Lean back as if there was a wall behind you to support you. Draw your chin off your chest. Head back a little more. There you go. Keep going. So good. Reach your right arm forward. Press to your back foot. Nice, Colleen. Both hands down. Take it back. Three-legged dog. Right leg goes up to the sky. Stay right here, exactly where you are. You can always lower the right foot if you'd like, or wild thing, step your right foot behind you. Left glute engaged, reach through your fingertips. You don't have to take all the options I'm offering you, but you can. So you're either in down dog or this wild thing. When you're ready, come back around to plank pose. Lower last vinyasa, chaturanga. Cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Okay, lower your knees to the ground. Look forward. Here are some options of things you can try. Options will include different variations of crow pose. Okay, we're gonna try crow pose. Maybe you're just working on getting your feet off the ground, right? You can try crow pose and jumping back to your chaturanga. Awesome. You can try jumping forward into your crow pose, which is a lot of what we've sort of been prepping for. Kind of done more core work, but we kept it a little bit lighter there. As you come forward or as you move into the crow pose, think about pulling your thighs to your ribs. Okay, so first we'll start with just a regular crow pose. I'm gonna bring my knees towards my armpits and lift the thighs into the ribs. I don't wanna drop my legs onto my arms. I wanna lift, keeping the back body full, pulling my thigh into my ribs. From there, I lean forward, rock forward, press the ground away, keep the back body full. You might feel comfortable bringing one or both feet up. Maybe both feet are down today, and that's fine too, just trying to create the shape of the pose. Please notice how high my hips are here. I'm not gonna get my hips here and try to find a crow pose. It will be very hard to lift yourself up. So tilt the hips up, lean into it, lean forward, lean forward, lean forward. Knees pulling up towards your armpits, thighs pulling up towards your ribs. You're feeling that abdominal contraction here. Okay, option one, working on just getting into your crow pose and feeling more stable and controlled there. Option two, to start playing around with the transition of the crow pose. You can jump into it from a down dog, a short down dog. The arc is what's happening. You're going up and forward, not just forward. Press down, hug the forearms in, thighs to ribs start, and thighs to ribs finish. Hips up and forward. And you can try, like I should have said it, yeah, kind of going back and forth with it. Just a few quick taps. And eventually, you'll feel more comfortable holding it. And it's a practice, just like anything else we do. So don't feel pressured or, good calling, or set an expectation for yourself. Instead, try to find joy and pleasure even in the action. As long as you're doing something that isn't causing harm, that isn't intentionally creating, let's call it violence for yourself, against yourself, we have the opportunity to create joy. Lean forward, rock forward, ride the edge of that discomfort. Challenge yourself, look forward, rock forward, lean into it. Hug your forearms in, lift your thighs to your ribs, push into the ground. Squeeze your heels to your bum if the feet are off the ground. Take a few moments of rest between to roll out your wrists if you need to. Any questions so far, my friends? Nice, Cody. You got that, Cody. Lean forward a little bit more. Hug the forearms in. Really important is that you're hugging in the midline. It's going to give you a lot more control as you lower. Hug into that midline. Trust your strength as you move into it. Good. Cody, those look so good. All right, friends, you're finishing up your last round of just a playful experiment with being on your hands, or a playful transition in and out of your crow pose. If you're going forward, hug the forearms in, press into the ground, thighs to ribs. thighs to ribs.
Is it normal if it feels like it's bruising the back of your arms every time?
I wouldn't say it's normal, but it does happen. A lot of people mention this. To me, it's an indication that you want to create more lifting action in the pose so that the weight is more subtle on the back of the arms rather than holding it, leaning into it, push and lift up so that it almost feels like your knees.
Yeah, I don't have a problem doing regular crow up high, but jumping into it, I don't think I can get high into my.
What I'm looking at with yours, Colleen, is I would like for a little more upward movement than just forward. So that arcing action can take some of the pressure off, right? Instead of going kind of just forward, without going like up more.
Okay.
Practice. That will hopefully guide you into a little bit more subtly.
My hip flexors are like firing so hard.
Yes, we did a lot of work in them today to make them stronger, to make this compression action more manageable, I should say, stronger. Okay. So we're gonna stretch them out right now.
But is that so? I'm engaging in the right area. I'm not like firing in the wrong spot.
100%. Yeah, that's good. Good, Colleen. Even more, a little more height, Colleen. That's really nice. I saw that extra height up and forward. Yes, really good. All right, friends, I think we're in a good place right now. Everyone has good homework to work on. We'll work on this more in the coming week. So no fear, no fret, no worries. Let's persevere. When you're ready, let's go ahead and come down onto your backs, please. Do you have a question, Pasquale?
No, I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna put you down on mute, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry, yes.
All right, go ahead and lie on your back, everyone. Let's start with an easy bridge pose. So now we're gonna open up the front of the hips since we did do a lot of compression work there. Press down into your feet, lift up into your hips, bridge pose. If you want a lot of support, you can wriggle your hands under your hips to hold yourself up. Kind of helps to give you a little bit more support in this bridge pose. If you have blocks or pillows or something, you can place them underneath you as well. Breathe for a moment. It's really nice to see that when things get challenging or tough, we don't give up. We continue to persevere. We play that edge of discomfort, and that's what allows us to grow. We can use that lesson in so many areas of our life. When things get uncomfortable, rather than turning away, we move forward, we embrace that discomfort, and challenge ourselves to grow. Lower your hips down, please. You can stick with bridge pose. You can even keep your hands at your low back supporting it, or take it up to upward facing bow. Hands alongside your ears, about shoulder width apart. Inhale, press up, back, and bridge or upward bow. Wherever you end up, please hug your shins in and spin your inner thighs down. If you're feeling a lot of tightness or compression in your low back, think of that as doing harm to yourself. You don't want to do that compression in the low back. Spin your thighs down, broaden your low back, lift from your outer hips, and extend through that space. Lengthen your low back towards your knees. So now you're getting more length there. Successfully practice the ahimsa, moving away from practice or movement that causes us harm. Press down and lift up. And as everything, lower yourself down. And our practice is hopefully a microcosm of macrocosm, like a small piece of our universe. We can take these lessons and apply them outward. Not doing harm to ourselves, just as though we wouldn't do harm to others. Playing the edge, getting a little more comfortable, moving in discomfort, so we're able to grow, able to make the changes that need to be made. One more time, hands by your side or hands next to your ears. Inhale, press it up, bridge pose or upward bow. Do your best and listen to your body. I'm offering you some choices, but you have to inevitably Listen to what you need in this moment. Broaden your low back, lift from your outer hips. Press through your feet, press through your hands. One more breath. Lower yourself down. Relax. Just going to stretch the hip flexors a little bit more with a deeper stretch. Roll over to your left side a little bit. Then reach down with your right hand and grab a hold of your right foot. As best you can stay here or roll onto your back, tucking the right foot right alongside of your right hip. Maybe you lie all the way on your back. Your left knee can be bent or extend it out. You don't know which one is more mild. They just both kind of feel equally intense to me. Those of you who want more, I can tell you for sure, bringing your left ankle to your right knee will definitely intensify the stretch. So your right knee is in flexion, the right foot outside of the right hip. Your left leg can either be flat on the ground, extend it out, or left ankle over right thigh. If this is too uncomfortable, just hold on to the foot and roll onto your left and hold it on your left side. So you don't have to go all the way onto your back. Just take it as far as you can without causing harm. Let's switch it out. So let it go. Roll to your left again. Release the right foot. And let's roll to the right. This time, reach down with your left hand. Grab your left foot. Pull the heel back alongside your hip. And just gently start to roll onto your back with your left foot just outside of your left hip. Call this Ardha Virasana. Left foot is pressing down. Spread your toes a little bit. Right leg can be extended, flat on the ground, or right ankle crosses left thigh, and that'll give you a deeper stretch, I feel. And we'll slowly unwind it. Come over to your right side again. Release the left leg, stretch it out. Stretch your arms over your head, stretch your legs out in front of you. Take a deep breath in, stretch through your fingers, stretch through your toes. And exhale, place your feet flat on the ground. Press your hands into your thighs and press your thighs, push your hands into your thighs, Push the thighs away from you. Last little set of poses here. You're gonna twist. Bring your left knee into your chest, grab your left foot with your right hand. Step your left foot over to your right side, placing your left foot flat on the ground out to the right. This could be where you stay. If you, again, you want to stretch the front of your hips, reach down with your left hand, grab your right foot. So opposite hand to opposite feet if you're there. Gently pressing the feet into the hands as you lean back into your left shoulder. Maybe even gaze over your left shoulder. Take 2 more breaths. And first releasing your right foot, then bringing your left foot back to start, both feet flat on the ground. Press your hands into your thighs, push the thighs away from you. Bring your right knee into your chest, grab your right foot with your left hand. Step your right foot to the left. Place your right foot flat on the ground, out to your left side. Stay here or reach down with your right hand and grab your left foot. Option to hold on to the feet or to not, your choice. If you are holding the feet, I invite you to just gently press the feet into the hands as you lean back into your right shoulder. Maybe even gaze over your right shoulder. You should be feeling this twist through your outer right hip and low back, your piriformis, your glutes a little bit. Feel that sensation of release of the hip flexors. Releasing the feet, slowly come back onto your back. Stretch your arms over your head. Stretch your legs out in front of you. Big breath in. This is our last stretch. Shavasana. Head back and relax. The weight of your body fall heavy into the ground beneath you. This is probably one of the most important poses that we do. Provides us an opportunity to have balance, balance of energy created and released. The equanimity and peace in the mind as we hold the still shape. If you're ready to start moving, wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles and stretch out your arms and your legs. Take a deep breath in, stretch it out. And sigh it out, let it go. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a squeeze. Rock your way up to seated, please. My friends, such a good job today. We worked very hard, and I'm so grateful for your hard work, for your perseverance, your practice. Bring your hands together at your heart, please. As you move forward from our practice today, continue a practice of ahimsa, being kind to yourself, not causing harm, not enacting violence, and sharing that practice with the world, being kind and accepting, being patient and persevering. These are traits that help us create change when it's needed. Time is now. Exhale your breath all the way out. Inhale for Om. The light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for practice. Thank you so much, everyone. Great job today. We worked very hard, and I'm so proud of you for sticking with it, for trying your best. It was a really awesome, awesome practice to share with you. If you have questions, comments, requests, or feedback, I'd love to hear from you. Please reach out, Stephen Arcos Yoga on Instagram and Facebook, or you can email me, Stephen@StephenArcosYoga. If you want a copy of today's video, let me know, or check out the video library on YouTube. Stephen Arcus Yoga on YouTube. Stephen Arcus Yoga is also my Venmo and PayPal name. So if you have the ability to give, I greatly appreciate it. Again, thank you so much. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful and magical, warm day.
Thanks a lot.
Hey.